Shalom, Kol Haloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Yeah, so I wanted to make a video and pose a question, a rhetorical question as a title, so you see it now. And that came to me because I found this article in my email, or it came to my email, and one other as well. But the title of this article says Elon Musk's Neuralink rival, Precision Neuroscience, secures $93 million. So of course, the rhetorical question, why is there so much money going towards this industry? Or why is there so much money going towards this specific technology? And the answer obviously is because all of this is prophecy. There's a reason why there are so many startups, so many businesses that are coming out talking about being able to put a chip in your brain and do this for your eyes. You can now see, so on and so forth. And you have these large investors, and they're putting millions of dollars into this. And that's because the Lord is working on the minds of really everybody, not just the leaders of specific nations, but everybody. He's working on the minds of everybody to fulfill his will. And this is a big part of it. This microchip or brain chip, whatever you want to call it, or RFID, it's the mark of the beast talked about in Revelation chapter 13. So much money is being poured into this technology or industry because this is prophecy that has to and will come to pass. So as you can see, this new company, somewhat new, called Precision Neuroscience, and they claim that it's a rival to Neuralink, but they secured $93 million so far. This article was published November 11th, so only a few days ago. So this is very, very relevant. Let's jump. Sure. Precision Neuroscience, a brain-computer interface company that connects AI with human intelligence, has scored $93 million in a planned $100 million funding round, with the deal valuing the startup at around $500 million, according to Bloomberg. Wow, $500 million. What it does, private company Precision Neuroscience offers a brain implant, the Layer 7 cortical interface, that conforms to the surface of one's brain and allows for the operation of digital devices through thought. All right, let's jump down to here. Market snapshot, because this is really the point that I wanted to bring out in this video. It says last year, Precision Neuroscience closed a $41 million Series B funding round, bringing its total raise at the time to $53 million. Competitors of Precision include Elon Musk's Neuralink, which was launched in 2016 and has raised over $685 million. Yeah, so the other company was valued at what, $500 million. But Elon Musk company Neuralink, they've actually raised over $685 million. That's crazy. It's a crazy amount of money. And so this is all happening, once again, I'm going to be repetitive, for the purpose of prophecy being fulfilled. It says last year, the company secured $43 million in Series D funding, according to an SEC filing. In September, Neuralink announced it had received FDA breakthrough device designation for BlindSight, an implant that aims to restore vision in individuals who are blind. And a lot of people may be hearing this or reading about it on their own somewhere, finding a post, an article, and saying, wow, that's great. How amazing would that be? And sure, from the aspect of it just being a miracle, yeah, it is great. But at the same time, it's deceptive. Why? Well, we're going to get it. But in Revelation 14, it talks about the judgment for anybody that receives the mark of the beast, which, yes, is this device that could potentially help people's eyesight come back. And if it does work, if it does happen, the Lord is allowing this so-called miracle to take place in order to deceive people into taking it because they're destined to be destroyed. You see, that's the bitter part of understanding the Bible. That's the bitter part of knowing prophecy and having a certain level of wisdom, a certain level of understanding. The Lord doesn't want everybody, and if he's deemed somebody to be destroyed, then that's what's going to happen. Continuing on, let's keep reading. All right, let's jump down to this last paragraph. It says Boston-based brain-computer interface technology company Neurable is another player in this space. Also, California-based company Science Corporation develops brain-computer interface technology and brain implants such as a visual prosthesis called Prima, a retina implant aimed at restoring vision in patients who have lost their central visual field. So like I've mentioned before in other videos, and brothers have as well, there are so many other companies doing this. It's not just Neuralink. It's not just Neuralink. You have so many others, and they're also getting funding, millions of dollars. This is another article as well, came out yesterday. It says Mint Neuro raises 1 million, I guess that's euro, for a brain implant. Mint Neuro. Yep, Mint Neuro has raised 1 million, like I said, I think that's euro, venture funding for its semiconductor-based brain implant. Mint Neuro uses a reconfigurable chip described as smaller than a peppercorn, rather than graphene, to make a neural implants in the brain smaller, more efficient, and scalable. So we're not going to read any more, but that's the point. You have many companies out here getting large amounts of funding, all for the purpose of prophecy being fulfilled, because we're living in a time in which all the prophecies are really coming to pass at the same exact time right now. You have talks of wars and rumors of war. Of course, you have talks about the mark of the beast. We're reading about it right now. You have storms and tempests, earthquakes happening different places. You have pestilences and plagues happening, diseases running rampant from food that's getting recalled. At the same time, you have the prophets just rising up on a large scale globally, right? New people coming into the fold all the time. So all these things point to the end, and so does this. So does all this funding going towards the MOTB. So of course, let's jump over now, and we'll keep this very basic, and we'll read that prophecy, right? Right, because the point of this is we're asking that rhetorical question just to get your brain thinking and just to get your mind always being surrounded around prophecy, because that's all it's coming down to. So Revelation 13, verse 16, it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." When you look up that word mark in the Greek, it's charagma, or some bros say charagma, and all it means is an imprint. It's an imprint. That's what's happening. That's what's happening when you get that mark. It's a physical imprint that's taking place underneath one's skin. That's what it is. And how does that happen? Well, they use what's the proper word? Not a palisade, but it's a the mechanism that they use to just give you a shot. That's all it is. I can't think about it now. But basically that goes under the skin, and that's how they put that chip into somebody. Now for the head, what they do is they use basically AI. They use a robot that does it because it's so small and it has to be so precise. But this is prophecy being played out right now. So Esau, Edom, is the he in verse 16. And he's going to cause or make something to happen to where everybody on earth is going to feel as if they need to take it. It's going to cause them all to feel like they need to take it. But the Lord is going to put the Spirit on his elect to withstand that feeling, to withstand saying, okay, I need to use this. Let me rely on Esau, Edom. Now, the elect are going to say the opposite. They're going to feel the opposite. Let me rely on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Let me trust in him. And he's going to make sure that they're kept safe. There is no what if scenarios and what if this happens? What if that happens and I'm held down? No, that's not going to be the thought process of the elect. No, they're going to be thinking, the elect are going to be thinking about overcoming, about winning, about overcoming the beast, Esau, his image, his mark, all of that, because it's written. Verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So this MOTB is going to be tied to buying and selling. Now they're tying it to buying and selling because, of course, you can't do anything without that. If you can't buy, then you can't eat. If you can't eat, then you die, right? But the bigger purpose is to make you rely on Esau, Edom, who is the so-called white man, in case you don't know that. They're ruling the world today. But their whole entire purpose is to make you feel like you need to rely on them. You can't do anything without them. You're choosing them as your God, as your Savior, right? Instead or over Yahweh and Yahushai. That's the whole purpose. They want true control, true power. They want to be like God, like it states. Now, I mentioned that I get the judgment one chapter over, Revelation 14, verse 9. As you can see right here, the subtitle says, Doom for Worshippers of the Beast. So verse 9 says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So forehead or your hand, those are going to be the main places, obviously, that they're going to try to put this thing into people. Why? Because that's where it's most efficient in terms of its usability, in terms of it being able to stay powered on. You can listen to a video, I believe, of the maker of this goddamn chip, and he was talking about it. And it doesn't matter what hand either, right? It can be your left or your right. Right here it says, received his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So it doesn't matter. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he should be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So what did we just read right there in verse 10? Death. Death, doom, destruction, whatever you want to call it. That's basically what verse 10 said. You're going to die. Death is only coming for those who actually take this thing. And there is no repenting. There's no saying sorry. There's no asking for forgiveness. There's no taking it out and changing your mind. No. Once you took it, what you did was you declared who you voted for. You made a vow to Esau, Edom. You chose him instead of relying on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So it might seem like, oh, wow, this chip is doing a lot of great things. It's making life more convenient. I don't have to worry about my keys. I don't have to worry about bringing my ID with me everywhere I go, having a card. I can just scan my hand and do all these things and blah, blah, blah. If you're blind, oh, now I can see again. They're talking about if you can't walk, then now they have a chip. I think it goes in maybe your brain, maybe your back. I don't know, but now it allows you to walk again. There's only been like 1 or 2 patients, but he's walking, not at a great level, but he's walking and he's using his legs. So it may sound great, but truly it's deception coming from Esau, Edom. because the bigger purpose is to maintain control. Now they know everything about you. They have control over your money. They know what you like, what you dislike, where you live, everything. They can probably shut that thing off if they want you, kill you in a second. Who knows? Who really knows? But all that is yet to be discovered, and we probably will see moving forward more precise information, but we'll see. All of this is prophecy. All of it is prophecy. That's why there's so much money going towards this thing. Yeah, we'll grab one more precept. One more. Try to get at least 3. We'll just go right to Habakkuk, if I can find it. Habakkuk 2, verse 1. I'll go to verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, meaning it's going to come to pass. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So we see that the Lord is speeding things up, allowing different investors to throw all their money into this industry, into this technology. Mint Neuro raising €1 million, I guess. You got companies like Neurable, companies like Science Corporation, companies like Blindsight. All these different competitors. Precision Neuroscience, all these different competitors to Neuralink, all receiving millions of dollars. Why? Because we're living in a time in which this prophecy is coming to pass on a large global scale. And it's not tearing at all. We can see it. It's clear as day. If you can't, that's on you. I highly suggest that you continue to pray for truth and seek understanding. Ask the Lord to really work on your mind and show you what's real, show you what's fake, right? Show you and guide you towards the truth. Fast, of course, if you need to. That's a personal thing. But do it. Do it. Why not? So Lord's will, this was edifying to the elect. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.